April Fools. There is an episode out today.
Haha,
Yes.
we got you.
Yeah, we got you. We said we might not be doing it because I'm moving, but you know what? I thought it'd be funny to do it anyway. But on a real note, we actually have no like funny joke or anything planned. But hey, once we have a budget, I'm sure we'll think of something, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's down the road stuff. I just want to give one quick update. You guys should totally check out the bottom or the bio of our podcast episode because now there will be links to all our socials, emails, website, Discord, like everything. Now that I'm allowed to do that, so share the message, share it to the world. I'm just saying, email us any question you have. I'm just saying, yeah. Even if no nudes or maybe nudes,
maybe.
Dick pic. A serious medical condition. You have a fungus.
Needs to the doctor. Okay.
So we got some big news since we've gone for the last 3 days. PlayStation Plus finally announced their Project Spartacus. I don't know why it was called that. It's just PlayStation Plus,
right?
But
yeah, it's still just PlayStation Plus.
So I guess we'll kind of break it down if you guys haven't heard about it, which I assume you have. But they were. I'm not gonna say this is a competitor to Game Pass, but they have 3 different tiers. There's Essential, I was gonna say Deluxe,
Extra, and then Premium.
Yeah, I mean not the Premium I usually subscribe to, but sometimes.
Right. Now if that was included, sorry,
sir, our stocks went up 300%.
What did we do? I added the wrong premium. I honestly, I'm sorry.
Now we gotta commit. All right, so okay. I'll break it down. Also, so PlayStation Plus Essential is what it is now, or what it. Wait, when does this go into effect? I didn't see that.
I don't know if they said.
Let's
just
see.
says when it launches. Oh. By the end of the first half of 2022.
Okay, so
sometime in the summer.
Yeah, a couple months. So there's 3 tiers, like we just talked about. The PlayStation Plus Essential, which is just what they have now. I think they should just call it PlayStation Plus. I don't think Essential was really necessary.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I don't like the word essential in terms of like advertising. It feels like it's always the bare minimum. And it's like not really essential. So yeah, that's what you get. You got everything you had before. $10 a month or $60 yearly, which you just go for the yearly. I don't know why you wouldn't do that.
Right.
2 downloadable games, exclusive discounts, cloud storage, save games, online multiplayer, and then that's literally it. Actually, wait, there is a change there because couldn't you get not demos but the time limited game trials? Because now that's in premium.
You still get those. It's considered an exclusive discount now. And like they worded the 2 monthly downloadable games, but normally you get 3. So. You get 1 PS5 and then 2 PS4 games.
So then, are they removing a game, or are you saying that they made a mistake?
I hope they made a mistake. I should say.
Right. Unless it's like if you have a PS4, you get 2 monthly then, or PS5 2 monthly.
Maybe that's what they're
So
it as.
Then there's PlayStation Plus Extra. Okay, actually, I'm gonna say this. I think the naming of all these is stupid. Premium makes sense for the highest one. I get that one to a degree, but Plus and Extra, and Essential and Extra, it's just stupid. Extra, you get. Adds a catalog of 400 of the most enjoyable PS4 and PS5 games, including blockbuster hits from our PlayStation Studios catalog and third-party partners. And then it goes up to $15 a month or $100 yearly. I don't think that's worth it.
So what I realized, and this is why everybody's mad, is what they did for this one is they just combined PlayStation Plus and PlayStation Now for this one. But now people who only did PlayStation Now, they can't do that anymore.
Oh, okay.
So you have to do this to get PlayStation Now again. Or at least that's how I understand it.
Still think it's dumb. I don't know, man. And because I know it says most enjoyable PS4 games, including blockbuster hits, but they have the blockbuster hits in their what is it called? The PlayStation
the Plus thing.
Yeah,
but that's only for PS5. So.
Oh, really?
Maybe they're trying to accommodate the PS4 guys.
Wait, hold on. It's PS4 games. It's a collection of the PS4 games, right?
Yeah. It's like the Essential Plus package or something.
But can you use that on a PS4?
I don't know. I haven't been on a PS4 to
That's fair. Right. I would imagine you could. That just sounds stupid if you couldn't. But I don't know. I just don't think this one's worth it. At least at price point compared to Game Pass. Because you have to compare it.
Right. And honestly, for $20 more, you might as well do the premium one. Like,
it's 18.
Well, why wouldn't you?
Oh, you mean the yearly?
No, like for the year. Like if you buy it yearly, a month it's only $3 more, and if you're doing it that way anyway, you'd be stupid not to pay the $3 extra.
Yeah. No,
then you get all PlayStation systems, except for Vita, because I guess nobody cares about Vita.
I don't see PlayStation 1. I see never mind.
Original PlayStation.
I was expecting PS, just not PlayStation. I just like to also note that they put their PSP games on here, but we trademarked that for
the name of it.
Yeah, for the name of it. Which is PlayStation Plus Premium. That is, that's PSPP.
That's PPP.
No, you have the S in station's capitalized. That has to be.
Oh, right. PSPP.
Yeah, PSPP. PlayStation PP. Yes, that's
yes. They did it. They figured it out.
Their April Fool's commercial has to be, we have PlayStation PP. Do you? I've got big PP PlayStation PP. My PP PlayStation PP energy is huge.
Yeah.
So, oh man. So this adds 340 additional games, which is from PS3, PS2, PS1, and PSP. Nothing from Vita, which is interesting, but that also that was a touch screen, so they
probably couldn't figure it out.
But the PlayStation controller has a touchpad.
True. Maybe there's not. I don't know. Maybe there's not enough games on there for them to justify doing it.
Right. I don't. So it's really. Actually, I don't know. I know why they're doing this, but it's really lame that the PS3 games are only available via cloud streaming, because the PS3 architecture was just terrible. That's why the PS3 flopped. Other than the terrible, out the door price it had, but it was just incredibly hard to program for. So it makes sense now. They just can't go back. They can't make it work. Just make it streaming. Right. And I mean, but the PS3 did have some great games. So.
Oh yeah.
Right.
The PS3 was during the 360 era, and
right. It still had great games. It's just it's just hard. I would still argue the 360 had better games, but I would. Oh wait. I hope they had God of War collection. Look how they remastered it.
Oh, I assume they'll add all of them. I want all the HD remakes, like the Sly Cooper and Jak and Daxter on there.
Dude, stop making me want a PS5, bro. Come on.
Dude, I want to play those games again. So
a catalog of
let me ask you this, because I don't really know how it works, but do you think the cloud streaming won't be that big of an issue for all these older games because they don't require as much? I don't know how cloud streaming works, and I don't think really anybody fully understands it. I know it's based off your internet, but if the game is pixelated PS1 games versus a PS5 God of War, is it easier to stream the pixels than it is the 4K HDR?
It's not the streaming, it's the horsepower, because it's somewhere their servers are still running the game. So it's a mix. So it'd be way easier to stream older games. It's way easier.
Megabyte games.
Right, but if you're going to stream God of War 5, you're also streaming, the whatever server they're running off is still, processing the game and running it.
Right.
It has to be somewhere. And it's one big server, and then everyone's sharing from that server. So the problem there is that if there's a lot of people on that one game, it slows you. At some point, it's gonna get to you and slow you down, which is why I'm not a big fan of cloud gaming, assuming it's a popular game.
Right.
So a catalog of beloved classic games available in both streaming and download options from the original PlayStation, PS2, and PSP. So I guess the way they worded that means that it's like it's either one or the other. Well, he says it's available in both, but the reason I just don't think that's going to be true. Well, because I said one or the other because the next line then says offers cloud streaming access for the original PlayStation, PS2, PSP, and PS4 games, offering extra and premium tiers in the market, and there's 2 asterisks. For PlayStation Now, it's currently available. So
Right.
unless they're just saying that to clarify that it's because it's only available where PlayStation Now is available.
Right. Yeah, because they have another tier, but it's for select markets. So I assume
Really?
it's like countries that have it's called
PlayStation
Plus
Deluxe.
So I assume that's for like countries that have like weird like internet laws, like Australia I think has like really weird like laws and stuff like that.
Well, it's probably not they have weird laws. Their internet probably goes down every day because of some like
Koala chewing on the
it's
wire.
a koala or like some monstrous spider human hybrid is destroying a town. Like it's just up the internet's out today. Okay, I guess you can't stream it. I mean, and then wait, does it say? Let's see.
Oh, here. This is cool though. Customers can stream games using PS4 and PS5 consoles and PC. So you might not need to buy a PlayStation. PC. Oh, the asterisks are for PC streaming is not available in Japan at launch and will be supported in a future update.
God, our Japanese brethren, which is like 1 or 2, we feel for you.
Okay, yeah, the current markets where PlayStation, like they just had to list the current markets where PlayStation Now is available, and guess what? We were right. It's not Australia, so
no,
the spiders win again. The Great Kangaroo War of 1836 or whatever
rages on. So, I mean, I don't know, man. I feel like the one that's it's either essential or extra. I'm not even gonna. I'm sorry, not extra. Premium. I'm not even gonna consider deluxe in the
extra
equation.
Is useless.
Yeah, extra makes no sense. It actually doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Like if they really want to make this more competitive with Game Pass, because again they have to. They should have.
I was reading an article. They don't want to make it competitive. This is just them trying to get backwards compatibility apparently on the system.
If that was the case, then they wouldn't be adding an upcharge. They wouldn't be adding a more of a cost to it. Because
right.
Like, okay,
but at the same time, everybody else is doing it, so why shouldn't they? Hell, even Nintendo's doing it. Nintendo's upcharging people for 2 terrible systems to be added.
Well, I mean, hold on. They're not. It's not that they're terrible systems. It's just like
they can't work.
Right. It can't work. I would never say the. Well, I don't want to say the N64 was a terrible system. It's just the controller was terrible.
Right.
If the controller wasn't as bad and didn't give me blisters throughout my childhood, I would say that it was like one of the better times of my life. But I also just mostly played Mario Party and Smash 64.
Right.
But again, I don't. That's like when this must have been like 5 or 6 years. No, it has to be more than that. Years ago, I think it was Battlefield 3. It was like releasing the same day as Call of Duty, and they're like, "Yeah, we're not trying to compete with Call of Duty. We're just trying to release a good game." It's like, right, but you're releasing on the same day, like, and you're both a shooter, like a well-known shooter. Like, yeah, you're always competing, and
right. Because I'm sure there's some sort of competing there, but
even with this, I still think Game Pass is the better deal. Even if let's say Game Pass went to $18, right? I still think like with the benefit.
Game Pass is.
Huh?
Game Pass Ultimate is $190 a year.
Isn't? Wait, what? I mean, yeah, no, but it's $15 a month though, right? I mean,
just for Game Pass.
Oh,
I think.
No. Like Game Pass for PC is $10.
Game Pass Ultimate for 3 months is
$45, right?
45.
Yeah, that's $15 a month.
Right. So that's $180 a year.
Right. Well, what I'm saying is that like Game Pass, Game Pass Ultimate anyway. Like even if you were gonna up it to $18 a month, although again, PlayStation has it smart where they make the yearly way more enticing. Like you, there's almost if you own a PS4 or PS5, there's no reason to pay the monthly. Even if you didn't have the money right now, unfortunately, I would say save up your money and literally just buy the year pass, because the amount you're saving is just ridiculous. I just think that I just think the Game Pass offers a better bundle because of the perks and stuff. That's my opinion on it. I mean, granted,
all the outside perks are definitely way better.
But it is cool that you can go back to PSP. That's pretty cool.
Right.
Especially if you can download it. Because it says, classic games streaming and download options. I'm not going to stream. I stream some games on my Xbox if I'm doing quests or for points. But I would love to download PSP games. And you said that you could stream on the PC, right? You can't download though?
Yeah, that's what it says.
That's fair.
As long as PlayStation Now is on there and it says PC, so.
So are they not removing PlayStation Now?
It's just, I think it's
just
gonna still be there. Yeah, just renamed probably.
Yeah, turned into a new PlayStation Plus. Well, you're a PlayStation user. What are you gonna do?
I think honestly, I'm gonna wait on it and see what the catalog looks like and honestly, it's just based off the older games, because a lot of them I either have already, I own them somewhere else, but mostly PC or the original versions, or they probably might just add garbage for the first couple of waves. But
also, we don't know if this is emulation or actually running off the hardware. I'm gonna imagine it's emulation.
I don't know how they did it in the past, or I don't know how they do it right now, actually, because there are PS2 games you can buy on the PS4 and download and play. So I don't know if it's like an emulator. I don't know if they actually just ported the game over.
It says meant for an older version of the game. I'm trying to read up on it. Let's see. Backwards compatibility, PS1 games tested, blah blah blah. Can you just say I hate ads? Could be improved with a patent. Oh no, this is a patent, not Okay, so it looks like it's emulation, but I can't guarantee that's the answer, which is kind of annoying.
Right.
It does make a difference when you emulating something is always more difficult than actually just running it. I'm gonna imagine it's emulating because hasn't PlayStation always kind of had I guess since the PS4 isn't PS3 backwards compatible, right? You can't put a PS3 disc in. Yeah, but the PS3 was made pretty terribly, so
right. And the PS5 has been okay so far. And knock on wood.
so far. Although this is good. This is actually good news for the digital version because now
now
it's
super enticing for that.
Yeah, definitely enticing for that. For the disc version, you're better. I mean, the more I think about it with my Series X, it's do I really need the disc drive anymore? I don't know, man.
But the only problem with the Xbox is the Series S is literal garbage. Such a downgrade. I'd rather buy an Xbox One X versus a Series S. The only saving grace is that 200 gigabyte SD card or SSD it has.
It's 300. It's 512, but then it loses 200 to operating system and stuff like that. So,
right.
Yeah. I don't know. I have my gripes with it. I don't think it's really future-proofed at all. I think that they need to come out with a revision where it has a terabyte. Then it'd actually be worth it. And also the problem is that...
Or they should have just made the Series X without a disk drive. The same exact system.
Right.
Charge $100 less, and it works.
Right, yeah. There's a market for it. No, I actually agree. They should have done that. Especially because the Series S, it says it's 2K, but a lot of the games don't really run an actual good 2K.
Right.
It's
they're
still
programmed to either run 1080 or or 4K.
Right.
So there's no they're not programming for the middleman.
Right. So, well, it is what it is with that. But the good news here is that we have months to decide and see the actual catalog. I'm going to imagine they're going to wait until 2 weeks or maybe a month before it actually is released, because they have to show the catalog. I'd imagine they have to show the catalog.
They'll probably do it at their next PlayStation Direct thing, their summer one.
Yeah, at least now they'll always have something to talk about. Hey, we're adding these games. Excuse me. So, but they also said that they're not going to immediately put first-party games onto the service.
Yeah.
Which
I don't know. That I don't care about, really.
They can't. It's they financially can't. They would Xbox can because it's Microsoft, so it's
right. They don't care. Right.
They don't have to care, but PlayStation was yeah.
We sell games.
We sell games.
Right.
we can't just give them
stop
away.
Selling games. Yeah.
Why did we stop? Yeah, really though. So, but man, I miss my PSP. Those were some good times. It's the PSP. I would love to see. I'd love to play the Jack and Daxter games again, or even the Daxter games that were on the PSP, the racing one.
So good. It was so good.
Yeah, that was quite the time. Also, side note, please make Little Big Planet 5 or 4. There we go, 4. Or even rebrand it and just, I don't know, give it off to someone.
Yeah. Nobody's playing Dreams anymore. Come on.
Yeah, I always thought the game was really, really weird. I didn't see the replay value. It's you have to be a diehard, and even then, it looks like it.
Right.
N64 flimsy, kill me.
Yeah.
Kill me. Hear me. So yeah, let us know what you guys think about the PlayStation Plus subscription. Do you like it? Hate it? Let us know everywhere on the internet, including our website, and again, check down below of the podcast description, and email us what you think and whatnot. We'd love to talk about it with you. And that's the end of the episode. See it now. Okay. No, don't worry. We're going to town.
April Fools.
April. Dude, could you imagine if, in regard to our next article, if Nintendo announced today on April Fools that Breath of the Wild 2 was delayed? That would have been so mean. That would have freaked people out. Okay. So, but actually big news. It was delayed to spring 2022. It lost 6% of its stock. And we were talking about this. This is the dumbest thing. This means the stockholders actually don't understand Nintendo or video games, because they would understand that Nintendo literally still has Pokemon, has Switch Sports, has
Splatoon, Bayonetta 3, Xenoblade Chronicles 3 now.
Oh yeah,
they'll be okay. I think they'll be okay.
They easily, as far as we know, have the best lineup to Christmas. Nintendo, it's
hands down.
Yeah,
all year they've had the best lineup. Yeah,
yeah. This year, it's just out of the. And sadly, next year, if it just releases Breath of the Wild 2, it'll be their year again.
Oh yeah,
And
honestly, I don't even think it'll just be that. They'll probably do another expansion pass for the new Pokemon games, so we'll get 2 DLCs next year too.
Oh, I'm sure they're going that way. I can't imagine they're gonna have all the Pokemon in this one. I don't think it's ever going to happen again where it's which it's
and honestly,
I understand.
I like the DLC
No, right. No, I like it too, because it adds a refresh to the competitive scene as well, because there's new Pokemon coming in, except for legendaries. I hate legendaries online. So these shareholders have no idea what they're doing, because there's no reason for Nintendo stock to fall when they have the best year ever. This is you have everything you want in a game or in a year, and then someone just takes away one big thing and you're just crying about it for some reason. No, we still have these awesome things. You have to wait just a little while longer. Now, granted, they released a teaser video of that was 20 seconds where you watched it, right? Yeah. And people are freaking out, trying to analyze it, oh, this is and it's their apology, sorry, we're delaying it again. To me, it's I don't know. I feel I don't like teasers like that. It's it's just clickbait articles for fanboys, and and everyone's oh, is the Master Sword a dud?
Right.
did
Link get a new arm to whack it a little harder?
Did Link shove the Master Sword up his butt?
Yeah. I love these conspiracies.
I mean, it looks like it got corrupted in some way, and you're just trying to rebuild it. That's my running thesis. But I'm literally not putting anything else into that thought. Like, it's just
right.
I'm not gonna go on Reddit and be like, this is my fan theory about the Master Sword being corrupted. Like, I just don't. I don't like that. That's like their apology. Like, here's 10 seconds. It'd been cool if they added it was 3 minutes. If it was describing what they have planned. Right. That'd be nice. But so this, people also apparently there's an uproar for people saying, hey, since you delayed Breath of the Wild 2, can we get another Zelda remaster? And
everybody wants Wind Waker.
Okay, I understand that, but I don't think they actually understand the amount of time it takes to remaster, or I guess even in this case, port a game. I don't know.
Right. Unless they already had it in the works and was already planning to do it as hey, sorry, it's delayed. Here you go.
They couldn't do it in a month in that short a time, which is only a couple months. It sucks that it was delayed, but at least it's not by a year.
Right. It's 3 months.
It's 3 months. if Switch Sports, Mario Strikers League, Splatoon 3, Pokemon Bayonetta 3, and Xenoblade Chronicles 3 don't hold you over, I don't know what to tell you.
Right. Go play one of your other systems. I don't know what you want.
Also, Nintendo, I know you're listening. Please use all this money that you'll be getting this year to update your online. Please.
Yeah.
You have the money. Or give us Super Sluggers 2. I'm just saying.
Oh my god. Also, let Sakurai out. he's been there long enough.
What is he doing now? I mean,
he's literally just doing those oh, remember when I announced this guy at Smash Brothers?
I mean, I like them. It's just why are they chaining him up at the desk just for that though?
Oh, I don't know. My heart really hopes this leads to Smash Pass 3 announcement, but I know it won't, and it just makes me depressed.
Oh, I mean, or a new Smash game,
or that, yeah.
But it says he's working on something. I was looking up, what is he up to? It says he's back to work, but he won't detail what. Which, I mean, your first thought could be oh, it's more Smash content or a new Smash game. But, usually games don't really, give details about themselves until, a certain amount into their life cycle.
Right. Especially Nintendo. They don't announce things till 2 months before the game's ready to come out.
Unless it's Metroid Prime 4, and then it's just
right, and Breath of the Wild 2.
Restart. And
Pikmin 4. Where is Pikmin 4? They announced that game 5 years ago.
Did they?
Yeah.
I don't...
it was E3 2018, I think it was.
No way.
Pikmin 4 announcement.
Are you sure?
I said every word in that wrong.
It says it has not been officially announced or confirmed.
The series creator Shigeru Miyamoto was quoted back in 2015 saying that Pikmin 4 was very close to completion. 2015. It's 2022.
Maybe they're looking for a gap in time where they just have no game. And I'm really curious if that actually ever happens. Where we don't if they have games finished, they just don't release it because they don't have
Oh, they totally do.
And they learned their lesson from the Wii U. And they're okay, we need the games literally done before they're released, and then hold off on them.
Right. And Advanced Wars 1 and 2 reboot. When are they going to release that game? Just randomly one day, be hey, it's out now, since it's delayed indefinitely. Right now. Unreal.
Sorry. Oh man, I don't like to drink Monster anymore, but I mean on the podcast, I am heavily addicted. It's just I needed it to help me move and get the energy to do everything today. And anyway, I'm not going to keep saying let us know what you think, but let us know what you think. Literally on everything we say. I feel like that shouldn't have to be said, but that's the YouTube sellout thing. Let us know in the comment, subscribe, Make our dreams come true. Moving on. All right, so Nintendo wise anyway, I'm not sure if I think I put the article in there. Apparently there's on Kickstarter, there's some new person in the game. They're making the 4K Gamer Pro, which is going to convert any game on the Switch seamlessly to 4K, which
I saw this screenshot for this and I was like, I don't see a difference.
I see the difference. I mean, it says
brighter.
A 20% increase in sharpness, coloring, and depth of field, which is exactly what you said. Right. It said the manufacturer claims that months of researching and testing enabled it to drastically improve on what has gone before. See, I feel like then let's not. They can say it's 4K. I just don't believe it's 4K. I think it's brighter.
My problem with this is the games aren't programmed to be in 4K though. Right. So all you're doing is upscaling the 1080p.
Right.
And it's brighter in color, but I could tell you looking at these screenshots, the cart's super pixelated, the grass on the side just looks terrible.
Right.
I don't know.
It's like if you make a dog turd shinier, it's still a dog turd.
Right. Know? You spray paint it gold, it's still a dog turd.
Right. You can still see it's a dog turd. So
yeah.
And I mean, apparently they had another device, the 4K Gamer Plus, which launched exclusively in Asia, and it converted things to 4K. So I guess now it's just a better model, and they want $100 for this.
I'd say $20.
$20, and I'll think about it.
Yeah.
Or just give me a Switch Pro. That could actually. Imagine this releases and then it's then the Switch Pro is renounced. Which again, I think at this point I'm done getting my hopes up. I'm just gonna settle for 2K. Give us 2K or something. I don't know. Better dock. I don't know. I thought it was interesting. It's just I think the hype for 4K is kind of gone. And honestly, by the time even if it gets to 4K, I think we're gonna start seeing 8K. I know PS5 is planning for that.
Yeah, they're rumored PS5 Pro is supposed to support 8K. But honestly, I started Horizon Forbidden West the other day, and I had to turn off the
ray tracing,
the preference what is it fidelity versus performance or whatever. I had to switch to performance mode because the fidelity mode was just awful. I feel the there needs to not be an option. Make it so it's 4K, but still performs well.
Right. No, they do. I mean, especially I love the newest consoles. They're a step away from perfection in terms of It's the mid generation. If you haven't gotten one yet, I would argue you might actually just want to wait for the refresh. I assume the mid generation upgrade is going to be actual seamless 4K.
Right.
But when it comes to 8K, first of all.
Nothing is ready for that.
Yeah, nothing's ready for that. It's gonna be we're 8K compatible in 5 frames per second.
Right. And there's no 8K TVs. There's one that's $35,000.
Right.
Who's buying that?
Who's buying? I don't know. The really wealthy. Oh, cool! I got my 8K. It's no one else has an 8K. Just let 4K live for a while.
Yeah, and it's dumb to say it's future-proofing it when you're going to make a new system in 10 years anyway. Unless this is the last generation ever, but...
With that said, though, could you start with the next article? My thing crashed and it's being weird.
Yeah.
What is going on?
Which one am I going to talk about? I'm going to talk about this Atari VCS update. So we talked about this a while ago. And I know you haven't read this yet, but they came out with a new systemware update for this thing, right? And what it did was it added the option to download game system emulators. So this thing, you can literally download Atari, NES, SNES, N64. I think up to GameCube pretty much is pretty solid for the emulators. But you can just run emulators on this thing.
You can run emulators?
Yeah. So if you're sick of playing Asteroid and Centipede and whatever else Atari games you're actually playing on this system, you could play NES games like Mario and Donkey Kong and whatever. But it also added interface improvements, 4K graphics, and online multiplayer gaming that it didn't have from the launch.
Yeah, I was gonna say it did. Wait, you're telling me there's no online multiplayer?
I guess not for Atari games now. But
you're talking about the old school ones?
This is online multiplayer gaming is for the Atari games that support 2-player. So now you can just play online 2-player.
So I can finally play Pong.
Yeah, we could play Pong and not have to be in the same room together, basically.
Oh.
And also, it's weird that it always supported 4K graphics, but they had to unlock it with an update. Like
maybe it wasn't ready. I mean,
also, what do you need 4K graphics for Atari games for?
Well, I can see the borders on the pixels now.
Right? It's so ridiculous.
That's nuts. It does not need 4K on those. That's like old game, like a PS1 game or N64 game in 4K. This means nothing to me. It's brighter. That's all you've done. This is what you wasted your time with this. Yeah. Well, either way, I'm gonna go out and get one. I'm gonna do a review. That's my April Fool's joke.
If it gets because this thing, right, you can run Game Pass, Amazon Luna, you can run other apps and stuff through it.
Yeah, that'd be
cool. This thing is crazy, powerful it might just be cool to have.
Don't succumb to it.
They're enticing me. One more patch. If they just for the emulators alone, I could do that on the system. That's kind of cool.
Derek, you have a PC. You can emulate GameCube games you want. It's called Dolphin.
I can play with an Atari controller.
You can do it on your computer. Just plug it in. You get an adapter. Use a keyboard, man. You don't need a controller for Pong. It's literally up and down.
I need to feel the rush of the Atari. Yeah.
Deaf. Anyway, after 4 different times of opening Safari and keep crashing for some reason, everything's back up and running. Capcom is playing something or doing something cool for its Japanese employees, where they're giving 30% salary increases. Here, you know what? I don't know why I just went to you. I don't know what's going on.
Guys, it's me. I'm now Goons Games and Gear.
What is happening?
Now you can see my full room.
There we go.
My cactus that's dying.
I forgot. I forgot I programmed a button so it only show you in case there was an emergency where I had to throw off my camera.
Your room explodes and it's just
I literally, it's on my stream deck. It's called "Get Out of Jail Free." I'm well, I mean, because when I got it, it was when my roommate was around, and I was afraid he were he was gonna knock on the door or something, and people would see his face, which was the old co-host. So I guess it really didn't matter. But I need an emergency escape. Dude, just want to show you. You'd find that funny if you actually watched the VOD, which you totally should. Because we are actually, to give kind of an insight, what we're trying to do is if we get enough TikTok followers, we can stream on there, which is infinitely better than streaming elsewhere, or at least in terms of popularity. It's a weird marketing scheme, but we're trying our best here. You should follow us there. We're getting somewhere. So I'm sorry. Back to the Capcom thing. They had a really good year, I guess. They want to keep their employees. So here, let's give everyone a 30% increase. And you know what? I'm all for it. That's I mean, I guess
Capcom kind of kills it,
Yeah, they've been killing it recently.
Games are pretty solid. They have a really strong lineup for this year.
Right. What's the DLC for
Monster Hunter Rise?
Yeah,
Sunbreaker, something like that. Yeah. And then Street Fighter 6.
Right. But the thing is, I'm afraid of Street Fighter 6 because Street Fighter 5 released really bad.
Right.
Really bad. But apparently this is also to help bolster productivity. So, I mean, a raise always does help me out. I mean, a raise is always cool. Good for them. I think that's really cool. It's a feels good gaming moment. Everyone got a 30%, increase. It's just kind of random too. I don't see I don't see what's it called? A release. Maybe because they're just happy of how Sunbreak is going, because that's the only Capcom game releasing soon, right? Or that's a big game.
I think so. There's like that and like the upgrade versions for Resident Evil 2 and 3 or something like that.
All right. I guess they've had a couple of really good hits, and that's also the reason for this. Like Devil May Cry 5 was a good sell for them. Monster Hunter, they're also including Monster Hunter World, which has been years, leading to record sales and profits. So you know what? Again, good for them. I'm happy for them. Announced it would increase pay by 50,000 yen per month. I don't know what that is equivalent to, the American dollar, but again, good for them. Now we can really, now that we're being paid better, now we can really get some nice bicep and tricep visuals on Street Fighter V characters.
Oh, yeah. I'm just saying, right? If Chun-Li does not have the dumpy that she has in Fortnite in Street Fighter 6, I'm riding.
Dude, where's the Fortnite fighting game, bro?
Ooh.
Oh, we didn't even talk about that. Yeah, they added a permanent. Like the no battle
no build
yeah.
permanent.
Yep, and now I'm like a Fortnite player. It's sad. Yeah. It's fun. It just is. I shamelessly will say it is actually fun. I'm very glad that it's a permanent mode.
It was the change the game needed.
Oh, definitely. Like, I'm sure that brought back a fair amount of people.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Now it's like cool. Now I can play as my favorite character from any universe and a battle royale game. Sign me up. Now it's just like a cartoony PUBG, just better. Yeah. Like you don't have to be super serious on, you can play as Rick and Morty or, I mean, I'm waiting for Mewtwo. Where's the Pokemon?
Where's Pikachu with a gun?
Yeah, where's modded Pikachu with like elongated feet and stuff like that? Like in the Smash mod where like Pikachu's like Falcon's body and it's just like a disgusting mess.
I want to see them add like Cat Dog where he's like the dog's on his hands.
That would be awesome. Running.
Right?
Have you been seeing the memes with oh my god, I just had it. It's gonna kill me. Never mind. I forgot. That's a dud. I had in my head there was some funny memes with something what were we just talking about right before you cat dog comment?
Fortnite. Pikachu.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah. It's like who's that Pokemon? It's like I don't know. It's like Mewtwo, and so some kids like, oh, it's Mewtwo, and then it shows it, and it's like Pikachu, like malformed. Like what? How are they supposed to guess that?
Oh God.
Also, what is your shirt today? I want to have a week. I want to have a weekly like G Phone shirt of the week.
Ooh, all right. I'll start remembering that. Honestly, I have enough. I think I have 86 T-shirts or something like that.
I have enough T-shirts. I just rotate a very small selection.
Yeah. I wear the same 5 every week, Monday through Friday.
Right. Of course. Here's something we should have talked about while we talked about Game Pass before. Apparently, they're working on the family plan, which everyone figured was going to happen at some point. It's apparently.
I'm surprised it's not out already, to be honest.
True. New tier would allow 5 other players to access the Xbox Game Pass library. I don't see like what the projected price is going to be, but if it's up to 5, if they made it like 30, that would be a steal. If they made it 40, if they made it 45, it'd still be good. You just need 3 people. But if they made that,
if you get 4 of your buddies together, you split the cost. It's what? $5 a month for all of you.
That's pretty nuts.
Yeah.
That's like another PlayStation killer. If it works out, I mean, unfortunately, I don't think I have enough Xbox friends to get a family plan going.
Right.
Will you be on my family plan?
Yeah, we could split it.
I want to be.
My only fear is that, like, with the family plan, though, you have to have like child accounts set.
I doubt it. Although, fun fact, when I first made my Xbox account on 360, I put my actual birthday. So I was like child locked out of stuff, even though I was like 16. Yeah. I'm just like, this is terrible. I'm not having a fun time. Yeah. So they have other family options for like Microsoft Office. There's other places for family plans. Maybe it's just difficult for them to program for this, or they just wanted to see how like individual plan would work first, and then just kind of work its way up there. So I always feel like family plans are a loss of money for them, because if there's like if it's $30, right, and you have 5 people, 5 others, so what, 6? So that's like, and you had 6 players on there. They're losing revenue because all 6 of them had had an individual Game Pass. They Xbox would be getting more money out of it.
Right.
New players make use of existing family account system. Okay, so they have the structure to do it. I guess maybe they're just waiting for the right time.
Probably.
Although I don't know. Oh, speaking of which, man, the games with gold this month, terrible. It was like,
they were like, I forget what they were, but it was all like indie games, and they were just like awful.
Yeah, I feel like PlayStation always kills it with their games of the month.
Yeah.
They usually have a really good selection, but to be fair, again, that's what Game Pass is for, right? Like, now it's like, do they really even need to give games out for free in terms of
true, yeah,
like big games? It's like, I don't how about you give me one less 360 game and give me more? Actually, it's probably difficult for them to do it because it's like, if they know majority have the Game Pass, it's like, okay, well, they already have this game on Game Pass. Why are we going to give it for free?
Right.
Yeah. It's probably difficult. Anyway. Oh yeah, well, did we talk about this? I'm not sure if it was on screen or off screen about the Call of Duty player.
I think we talked about it on an episode before. Like, I don't know why this popped up again, because I'm pretty sure this was like old news.
Mark, yeah, maybe. Well, either way, just basically
someone else who did something similar, maybe.
Yeah, this guy was accused of hacking, and the Call of Duty player was like, "I swear, I'm not hacking. Let me put a monitor cam on," and then it just clearly shows he's hacking. Like, it shows like someone's behind the walls. Yeah, there's like a box like where the person is. It's like, what, dude?
Why are people so stupid?
It really though, it actually dumbfounds me. But like, he doubled down. Like, he's like, I'm gonna imagine he just forgot he had the cheats on.
Right.
He's just like, I put the camera on, and then I'm cheating. Whoopsie. Either way, it's just I love stupid Call of Duty players. It's funny. Yeah. It gives me a good laugh. And then we got last but not least, which, I mean, we almost forgot to add this because it was so like irrelevant.
I just assumed it was announced already.
Right. E3 2022 is just dead. Before, it was like there's gonna be no physical presentation. Now there's no any presentation this year, which is the first ever. Right. I mean,
yeah. What is Jeff Keighley gonna do this year? He's got to go hibernate for a whole year.
The Game Awards again.
Oh, right.
I'm surprised he still does E3.
Yeah.
Also, he's doing Summer Game Fest. He's hosting.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
He's hosting him for Game Fest. So he is the person you asked the host for gaming stuff. I guess. I don't know. I never really got the appeal. I just I don't think he's funny. I'm not saying he does a bad job. I just don't I don't know. I wish there was like a comedian. Yeah, it's really not interesting. So they said they plan on coming back next year, like full blown, like everything's going to be different. I assume they're just so close to death that I'm wondering if they couldn't even afford it this year, and that's why they're canceling in general. Because why can't you do it digitally? Or maybe it's just like,
right.
Maybe it was just so bad last year. There was like, it's not even worth doing.
Right. Maybe nobody has an announcement. The problem is, right, and I think we've talked about this before, is the problem is E3 is like irrelevant now. Because there's 90 different shows throughout the year where these guys announce whatever they want to announce, or they just announce it on a random Tuesday. Nintendo's like, oh, by the way, Breath of the Wild's delayed today, guys. Like,
right.
What do they need E3 for anymore? They can announce it at Summer Game Fest, Tokyo Game Show, the Game Awards, one of the PlayStation, Xbox, or Nintendo Directs they have 4 times a year.
I feel like with Breath of the Wild 2, that video was supposed to be like out months ago, and they're like, "Hey, how's the views on the delayment for Breath of the Wild 2?" It's like, what video? The one I emailed you about. Oh, I thought you wanted that
joke.
I thought it was an office joke. You actually wanted me to release that? Yeah, months ago. It's fine. I'll just upload. All right,
post it right now.
And posted. Like, okay, cool. And no one bats an eye because that's just how it works. I honestly feel like it happens because Nintendo, there's no lead up. They never ever are just like, hey, we got an announcement tomorrow. It's always like, actually, they'll be like, hey, join us at 10 a.m. tomorrow. And it's like, 11:59 p.m. It's just like, join us in the morning.
9:59 a.m. Hey, join us at 10 a.m. for Nintendo Direct going over a few new things.
It's like, okay, like, thanks, Nintendo. Yeah. So I'd also like to announce that E3, in fact, did not invite us to attend.
To cover
everything.
They really send us.
Dude, guys, look here, listen to me. I know we talk about budget and we joke and all that fun stuff, but if we could get big enough to go to these things or be invited to these things, our lives would have a lot more fulfillment. We're both sad men. We just want a little joy in our lives with technology. Do we have women? Sure, but they mean nothing to us. They mean nothing. Just start screaming, I hate him. It becomes like a rant about like, why are we even dating? Anyway, excuse me. So if they come back, I've always actually wanted to go to an E3, but at this point I'll be like the only one.
Go to, like PAX this year, and then like tickets sold out instantly, and I was like, I can't even go to them because you can't get tickets for anything.
And I've thought about going to Comic-Con, but I feel like it's just so crowded. It's just going to be uncomfortable.
Too many people. Yeah, too many people in a enclosed space, and not to offend anybody out of there, but you don't wear deodorant, and it just smells awful. All right, I've been to enough Smash Bros. Tournaments to know what the smell is, and I don't want to smell it. Okay. You're all dressed up in these big suits to cosplay. It's hot. It's the summer.
They should pay someone to be like a deodorant checker. Like you go through like a security pass, and then there's like a smell check where they pay someone like $100,000 to go to your armpit. Like, need it.
Those like air conditioners that blow at the door sometimes when you walk into places. It should just be deodorant hitting them as they walk in.
Purell just.
Yeah. Here's Axe body spray. My eyes.
That's the price for being smelly. That's a smelly smell. Now we've actually talked about it off camera, where we'd love to attend events like this and like do a podcast live there. Unfortunately it costs money and also travel and among other things. But hey, that's what the dream's for, right?
That's right.
Yeah, that's right. Make our dreams happen. Donate to us. We only take increments of $1,000.
Right.
Anything less is a joke. No. If you can donate like $5, I'm just gonna return it. You ever see the like compilation videos of like streamers like, oh, you're donating me $2. What am I gonna do with that? Like get a coffee? It's like, wow, how incredibly entitled, right?
They don't have to give you money,
right?
It's crazy, I know,
right? But we get it. You're a cute girl. You didn't have to work hard to be a streamer. We understand. But someone's willing to give you free money. I assume in the hopes of being able to smell you, but God,
get your bath water or something.
Before we go, again, your bath water. That will always just blow my mind. Where like guys will watch like hours of girls streaming just to look at them. It's like,
oh yeah.
Look, I'm not saying that you're stupid for doing it. Don't get me wrong. Whatever makes you happy. It's just, to me, I can't comprehend it because I can't imagine sitting here and looking at a cute girl being an idiot for like 5 hours in a bikini.
Right.
Like, what? As much as I love,
just go to Orange Tube and do it there. Which is why today we're announcing our partnership with Orange Tube. Congratulations to us. We are being sponsored. Yes. Free premium all around. Thank you. Yes. And as you know, today is also April Fool's and then but one day it will be.
Well, there's a few sponsorships.
That's the convention we're going to. Oh my God. Yes. Oh, you keep an eye out. And when you see it, just buy the tickets. Dude, I'll give you the money. We'll figure it out later. Oh yes.
A family member of mine actually goes to them every year in Jersey. He goes to them like clockwork. And one time for my birthday,
we're doing a live podcast there.
Well, like this is years ago, but one time he bought me a ticket for my birthday. I'm just like, why did you do this? Like, I didn't have an appeal for it. Then I was just like, okay,
right.
You can take this back. As much as I love going to an Orange Tube convention with my brother, why are you going to like the foot section? Oh, I just want to check it out, you know. Yeah, we're now Goons Games and Aphrodisiacs. Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah, Aphrodite.
Yeah, Aphrodite. Yeah, right. So, last thing, very last thing, we promise. Here's the list of sponsorships we're working for: Fig Pins, G Fuel,
Big Pin. Come on.
Orange Tube. What's another gaming sponsorship?
Red Bull or Monster. Monster.
Don't look. If you give me a Monster sponsorship, it's over.
You'll be dead.
I've always said that's probably the best deal you can get because they give you like a mini fridge that you just have to display.
Oh,
you know, it's like you feel your heartbeat every second. It's a good time. So, well, that is. Let me find the outro button. There we go. That's the show, guys. Happy April Fools. Everything we said was real. I mean, in terms of the article,
right.
Not if it was a joke.
Right.
We hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Make sure to check out our socials. I always forget this, and I should have even said it earlier, but we live stream on YouTube Mondays and Fridays around 7:30 p.m. to about 8:30, give or take, 40 to an hour. We've got our website, we've got Twitters, we've got Discord, find our podcast anywhere, literally. Instagram, TikTok. So yeah, and again, we're live streaming Mondays and Fridays. Check us out, and have a good one.
Bye.